So it's Tuesday night at Tiny Box Vape Shop in Kennedy, America's premier vape shop, and you know I'm telling the truth. We've got the greatest Delta 8 selection, the greatest juice selection, and the greatest mod selection. But you're not here to hear me rambling on about Tiny Box Vape Shop. You're here for the Chino Brothers Season 1, Episode 8. Brandon, what do we know about 8?
There's 8 legs on a spider.
Leo?
There's 8 sides on an octagon.
And also in China and the Orient, 8 is a symbol of infinity and good fortune. But that's still not what you're here for. What you're here for is this episode of the Chino Brothers.
And 7, 8,
What'd you think of that one? What'd you think of that one? I put the effect at the end, dude. You see that where I came up? Whoa! My face got all like beep, like that.
Yeah.
The Matrix, like, bro.
Yeah, what is going on? I'm tripping. But I was like, oh, okay. But I had to crawl back into my fetal position, like, I don't want to go through that again.
Well, I told you not to do the ayahuasca. I told you to stay away from the ayahuasca a couple episodes ago.
Dude, your camera looks way better than mine.
Well,
or is it the lighting? Is it the lighting? Or you just...
It's probably the lighting. I don't know.
You were always the handsome Chino brother.
No.
You remember that? It is.
No.
Like, but where's your friend Sketch? Where's the other guy? That's all I remember.
Now Adelaide's lying about our childhood. Apparently he bonked his head because when we were young, he looked like Keanu Reeves. I'm not even kidding you. You knew that, right? Did you know that about yourself, that you look like Keanu Reeves?
Used to. He
Yeah.
got handsomer, more handsome, and I aged.
You got to go with the beard, bro, like that John Wick. Yeah, so when we were kids, Adelaide looked like Keanu Reeves, but I look like a Bruce, like an old Bruce Willis. But we were in our 20s. It's like you're not supposed to look like an old Bruce Willis in your 20s.
Bruce Willis and well, chicks dig Bruce Willis. Yeah, chicks would talk about him.
Not sure about that one.
Really? No.
No.
Girls be like, Bruce Willis, he's so handsome.
But I don't think I look like the real Bruce Willis. I was like Bruce Willis with like, a learning disability.
Not in a mean way. Just saying. I got you. Because this is true. We talked about this a little bit before, but my mirror in my bathroom, I look good. My skin tone's about right. That little scruff looks about right. And then I come on here, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Bro,
I think Tiny
you're
Box,
not a lady. What does it matter what you look like?
I think Tiny Box bought me the cheap camera. Is that what happened?
Well, I have a ton of lighting here, man. Like it's like set up like a real studio. Like
even your bricks look better than my bricks.
I know, but you got to remember, like I live in a place on the East Coast where you can make your house look like a flat. So you're like, yo, look at my flat. You know what I mean? Like you live on the West Coast where it's like, hey, it's Adobe. You know what I mean?
I like it. It looks authentic. Looks rugged.
Yeah, it's all fake, dude. It's all fake.
Mine looks
all fake brick.
Fabricated.
This brick behind me is all fake brick.
Seriously?
So it's about that thin. Seriously, it's about that thin, and we put them up on the wall and then mortared in between.
That looks very cool. I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know.
This is the most interesting podcast.
Yeah, we got to move on. Everybody's like, is this DIY stuff? Nobody cares. Sorry. Two old guys, we get sidetracked. I get sidetracked easy. I'm sorry. But
here, wait, Adelaide, stop. Let me just say this. So before we got on the air, Adelaide was like, yo, man, when I look in the mirror, I look young and handsome. When I come on the camera, I don't think I look as nice. Adelaide, who cares, man? We're old, dude. We're not supposed to look nice. Only people who look nice when they're old are like, ballet dancers or something. You know
Someone told me at Circle K or not at the store I was buying beer and they carded me. I don't know why, but they're all like, oh yeah, you look good for your age. I'm all cool, thanks. So like, yeah, you can pass for 60. I'm not even close to 60. Why'd you even card me? Come on.
Well, maybe they had to card everybody that day. But yeah, anyways,
it's a law.
So yeah, when we were kids, when we were in our 20s, Adelaide looked like Keanu Reeves, and like all through our 20s, like not like okay until we were 26, he looked like Keanu Reeves. Now here's the rub: like him and I were DJs, and I had this real salty attitude. But he was like Keanu Reeves, and then like we actually have an Adelaide rule at the shop, bro. Did I tell you about that?
Well, I think so, a little bit. Elaborate.
Yeah. The rule is when you get hired, like in the the what do they call it? The book you get.
Guidelines?
No, employee handbook. In the employee handbook, it says treat everybody like it's your birthday. The Adley rule. That's what it says. Treat everybody like it's their birthday. The Adley rule. Because I used to tell everybody, I'm like, dude, my homeboy Adley, he would treat every single person like they were the homie. Even if they were like the weirdest nerd, whatever, it didn't matter. He always treated them like it was their birthday. But yeah, so that being said, like that leans a lot more for young ladies to find you attractive than a salty 27-year-old man who's bitter about everything. Keeps reminding people he dropped out of high school. Keeps reminding people he had to dig ditches to get through community college. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, crack a couple jokes, and then that seems to do okay.
Dude, I remember times when you'd bring girls back and I'd chase them away. Like, I'm like, why does this dude still live with me? I would have kicked me out months ago.
I was tired. I was like, I don't want to hang out with these chicks. Mike, please get rid of them.
Yeah.
I got to get a break.
But here's the thing is like Adley didn't call me Mike back then. So Mike, it's almost kind of weird Adley calling me Mike, because for 10 years when we were in our 20s, none of us went by our real names. Adley kind of did, but like most of us did not go by our real names. We had these DJ names and they became like our superhero names. Yes. Like, but it's weird, right? Because what other normal person is just like, hey, my name is Sam and I want to go by Super Flash. And then everybody calls him Super Flash, right? Everybody be like, hey man, you know that homo Sam? He thinks we're gonna call him Super Flash. I'm gonna kick him in the junk next time I see him. Hey, Super Flash, here's something for your boss. Bang! It's like, oh my God. But if you're a DJ, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, because I mean, did that help us get chicks having cool names? Because there was a time where we had kind of aliases, and I had the Denogonizer for a little bit. Just kind of like it was a cool DJ name. And it was actually, I want to say it's from Seinfeld or something. And the Denogonizer. I remember just being like, yeah, okay, I'll use that. And then we went to a concert at Club Congress. And we're walking through and some guys all, the Denogonizer.
That's right.
I was like, oh yeah, that's me. I forgot. Because everybody called me Adley. But my name was weird enough that people just called me Adley. But you had a really cool name.
But hold on, man, because it was even cooler because, like, we'd, like, make it cooler. We'd be like, yo, that's Denog. Like we trim it up to make it more dope. You know what I mean? So, like, if you guys don't get what, like, the premise of the nickname is your head is your noggin, right? So you have your noggin, and if somebody is so dope and so nice on the tables, they'll take it right off. So he was the Denogonizer. Like, because he was so nice on the turntables, he would take your head right off.
Yeah. But then, I felt like it was too violent. So we went back to Adley.
Gotta stop that Asian hate, bro.
Hey,
did you ever see that movie, The Flying Guillotine, that old kung fu
yes
movie? That's what I always pictured you as the Denogonizer, bro. Back in the day.
Yeah, he had that thing. It was like a hat with a saw.
Yeah, it looks like the little Chino brothers hat right there.
Yeah, and he would throw it at people, right?
Yeah,
and it would land on your head, and your head would be gone.
Yeah,
your head would be gone.
And he was chasing after a one-armed soldier. That was his goal. He had to kill this one-armed soldier. So but neither here nor there. That was the Denogonizer to me, was the Flying Guillotine. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was the name of the movie, just in case you were wondering. It was called The Curse of the Flying Guillotine. And when you're down like that, dude, that was a Channel 5 special, bro. Back in the day, KTLA. You know what I'm saying? You be out there on a Saturday afternoon, your parents doing whatever they're supposed to be doing, and you turn on that kung fu. You know your dad's not watching you watch that stuff. He don't want you watching that stuff. It's violent. But you start looking, you're like, man, you're the only other Asian on television. I gotta watch you.
Well, you remember how you changed the channel too?
Oh, word, yeah.
Click. That's old school. Yeah, that's very old school. Hey, now what about this?
Boom, the Denogonizer. Let's go on with nicknames. Come on.
I'm trying to push this name on the screen now, Carne Jones.
Yeah,
but Carne Jones.
Much less violent than the Flying Guillotine.
And it is, Taco Tuesdays, Carne Asada, Carne Jones. And really that's a shout out to our good buddy, Beef Smith back in Tucson. That's a shout out to him. Carney Jones. Those of you guys, okay, we're getting off the set. Everybody's like,
So
who?
Adley, all right. So getting back to radio names, there was this cat that used to work for the radio station, and for the love of God, I have no idea what his real name is. But let's be honest, I bet he doesn't know my real name. What was his real name?
Marco.
Marco what?
Marco? Oh, last name I don't know.
Okay, so there's this cat
Paco,
called Marco.
if you're watching, Paco knows if he's watching.
We used to call this cat there used to be this cat called Marco, and we called him Beef Smith, right? Because he was an illegal immigrant. That was his character on the show. How racist was this radio station? It was all funny. Mexicans and then us. So like we didn't write these jokes. But anyway, so this dude was called Beef Smith because it was supposed to be Biff Smith. Like he was trying to pretend like he was a preppy dude, but he couldn't pronounce Biff, so he said Beef Smith. Anyways, and that was one of our guys that we'd use in our bits in the morning show when we produce. So and like we do so bad things, like we make him sing rap songs and stuff. Originally it was Tio, but then it became Beef. But my favorite line was when he was like, "Your wife is my baby mama," and then you had to guess what the song was. Remember that? You had to guess what the song was. But anyways, yeah. So getting back to Beef. Get on the green room tonight, and I see Adley, and he's like, "Yo, homie, you know who Carney Jones is?" I was like, "Man, is that an actress? Like, because I'm not really hip on the new people." And he's like, "No, it's Beef Smith's alter ego." And I'm like, "Was that something that we talked about at the radio station, or did you just make that up?" He's like, "I just made it up." How would I know who Carney Jones is?
Carne for our Spanish-speaking homies, carne is meat, is beef. Jones and Smith, pretty much the most common names you can find in the United States. Remember, Beef Smith would have his tunnels. We'd have commercials for that. Did you do the commercials? Or was that he'd be like, Beef Smith's tunnels? It
was a long time ago, folks. Things didn't sound as racist when they came out of our mouths at that time. I try to put this stuff behind me, but Adley, he doesn't believe.
I just saw on the news 2 weeks ago. I watched Tucson News, K-Gun 9 still, and there was a tunnel. And I looked for a Beef Smith sign somewhere, but no, it was just a tunnel going from Nogales to Tucson. True story.
From Nogi?
Wherever it was, underneath there, and they dig under, over, and up.
All right, but all that being said, we called Beef the whole time, to the point where I didn't know what his name was. I thought his name was Beef. Once again, how do you just give yourself a name and then now that's your name? My name, Adley, you want to talk about my name, or do you want me to talk about my name?
You talk about it because I knew you as this person, as that name, before I even knew your real name.
So when I used to meet people back in the day, in my 20s, I would say, "Hey, how's it going? My name is Mike, but the kids call me Sketch." And somehow that would make it stick in everybody's brain. Nobody called me Mike. Everybody called me Sketch. So Sketch, the evolution of Sketch, the reason why that name came about was I was working at a radio station in Phoenix. It's an alternative rock station. And I'd been hanging out with these like cool white kids that like went to university and stuff like that. And they took me to this party. And there was like all these like cool white people, you know what I mean? Like college white people. Like you saw U of A, but at this point, I'm not very far removed from West Covina. So I'm seeing these people and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm freaking out because I don't want to mess things up. I don't want to spill a beer or whatever it is. So the girls start calling me Sketch because they're like, "You're sketching on everything you're thinking about. That guy's Sketch." And they just start calling me Sketch. But I thought it sounded cool. I was like, that's a cool name, Sketch, right? Well, then I watched this movie called Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. And there was this character in there called Rupert the Monkey Boy. And he was a con man. And so I was like, man, that's a dope persona to have. Like Sketch already sounds like something crazy's going on. And then the Monkey Boy, like you put those two together, it sounds so ill. So it was Sketch the Monkey Boy. So I love that name. And then when I moved to Tucson and I was getting in radio, I'm like, I don't care what happens, but my name damn well would be Sketch the Monkey Boy.
I never knew that story.
Yeah, that's the story.
I never heard the origin of Sketch the Monkey Boy, the name.
That's the story.
From Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Okay, well, very cool. Hey, and then we had some other people in our crew that had cool names too. And I use the word cool loosely because I don't know.
No, these names are fresh, bro. Don't be disrespecting none of this.
Making sure.
Let me help you out with something. Several things. Listen to me right now. Things don't age well, but that does not mean they were whack. Sewn by Four sang a dope song. Overnight Adley was a sexy bastard. You can't do it in 2020. Neither of them two damn things. But
Okay.
at the time, they were ill. And when they show back up, it'll be like Dolomite or like, you remember when all that stuff started showing back up when we were kids and it was like Show Nuff, like all that stuff. And it's like, oh man, this is so fresh. So in 10 years, Sexy Adley will be a thing again. But you'll be old enough to pull it off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You'll be like that old sexy Asian dude, bro. Grow yourself a full man. Come on. Can you grow facial hair or no?
It's kind of like splotchy.
Bro, you got to get the John Wick. You get that John Wick, you'll look 10 years younger. Don't worry about it. All right, let's get back to this. Right. Let's get back to these nicknames. Go ahead, man.
So how about this? I'll say the person. You say what the name was.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. How about let's start. Oh, Thomas.
Baby Dickie Smooth.
Baby Dickie or Dicky?
Baby Dickie. Do you know why?
Why?
His dad's name's Richard.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they called him They called him Dickie. So then when Thomas was born, they called him Baby Dickie. And he just added the smooth because that sounded so dope.
Yeah.
Now, Baby Dickie Smooth is one of the illest rappers that ever was. And he just got out of the hospital. God bless him. But he was one of the illest rappers I've ever heard in my life. And I'm not even lying. When he would spit, I would be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. He was one of those dudes. Yeah. We'd even go to the, what was it called? The student union, whatever. We'd get the stage and do lunchtime rap battles and stuff. And he'd go out there and do that. And he was just one of those dudes you'd like actually sit and be like, whoa, this guy's got skills. And he's from Yuma, Arizona. So anybody from Yuma, I know Dos Muchos is from Yuma, but yeah, he was a cat from Yuma. And he had skills. It
wasn't just in college radio that he would spit at those rap battles, because you invited my crew to that rap battle and they got turned out like suckers. But God bless them. I'm afraid of those people. Anyways, back to what I'm saying. When we got into real radio and we would go to underground battles, that would be at those like weird bars and stuff. And then Thomas would step up and it's like, sorry, folks, that mic's about to smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, dang it. There was a Monday night club that we'd go to, and it's going to drive me nuts. I know
the one you're talking about. I remember going there with Freddie Longstrokes that one time, and I was like, Freddie, can you spit? And he was like, no. But remember Freddie was crazy? Freddie would just do anything. Freddie was like, no, but I'll get on there and just be like, hickory, dickory, dickory, dock. Remember he said that? I was like, Freddie Longstrokes. There's another nickname for you, man. Freddie Strokes, man. Like I don't know where he got that nickname for, but that was an ill nickname, Freddie Longstrokes. You got to give it to him. That beats Sketch.
Dude, oh my gosh, was a trip. Yeah, because we'd be on the air and just talking and doing like whatever. He's like, yo, let me get the mic. You're like, all right. And he'd be like, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I sit at the wall. And you're just like, dude, what are you doing? Freddie Strokes. That's the dude Freddie.
Yeah, dude. I figured you'd know. I figure you'd know where he is.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Earn Dollars about that guy.
Dude, Freddie Longstrokes. So there's another nickname for you. All right, how about this one? Dude, I don't remember what Twist's real name was. What was DJ Twist's real name?
DJ Twist.
Yeah, what was his real name?
Wow. I have no idea. I really don't.
This is how it goes, folks. We renamed ourselves in our 20s, and then we didn't even call ourselves our Christian names. Like it definitely sounds weird hearing Adley call me Mike. And we have a friend called Ernie, which we talk about all the time on the show. He still calls me Sketch, and I don't correct him. But
DJ Twist, man, I gotta write that. I gotta find that out because I remember him.
I mean but think about this, you guys watching. You rename yourself in your 20s, and then that's it. It's like your whole crew calls you that. They have no clue what your real name is. So like my name was Sketch. Dude, I'll tell them the story. There's one story I want to tell you guys, but I want to go through some more nicknames. But remind me, Adley, to tell them the first time you ever called me my name.
Oh yes, that's a great story. Okay. We haven't talked about that on the Chino Brothers, huh?
I don't think so. No. So So there was Twist, and then
there was L Boogie.
Yeah, L Boogie. Obviously Malix. Malix isn't his Christian name. And then dude, we were complaining about him the other day. I'm from the Shy. What was that dude's name?
Oh, Illmatic.
Oh yeah, Illmatic.
DJ Illmatic. He was funny too, because he obviously named himself after the Nas album, Illmatic, right?
Oh, he named himself? Yeah,
well,
I guess he did.
Like maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it was after the Nas.
Dude,
album.
Nobody would ever name that cat Illmatic. He was Whackmatic, dude. That dude was whack. That dude sucked. What was that dude's real name?
Drew. I remember his
Drew
name,
sucked.
Drew.
This dude, Drew, you guys, he was the wackest DJ for starters. And then on top of it, he was always mad that me and Adley like got big and he didn't. And so he would always try to snub us. You remember that time he got that gold record from Raucous Records?
No.
Dude, he got a gold record from Raucous Records. And we went over his crib for God knows what reason. Or no, maybe he had it delivered to the station. But as soon as Paco saw that, he was like, take him off the mix list. Paco said, take him off the mix list. That's it. Nobody got gold records but Paco. Remember, Paco had all them gold records in his crib, dude?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he had all those. I remember that. I didn't know that, though. That's a good story. I don't remember that.
Illmatic, dude. Dude, Pac hated that dude too, man. But he was a good mixologist. He just was a bad human. He was that guy. He was like, well, because he was like, I ain't from Tucson. I'm from the Chi. And it's like, okay, cool. Me and Adley are from Los Angeles. Like, and you're from the Chi. And he's like, yeah. It's like, well, where'd you go to high school? Saguaro High School. It's like, well, Saguaro is the name of a cactus. So that must be in Tucson, which means you're not from the Chi. However, I went to Edgewood. Adley, where'd you go to high school?
Fountain Valley, Orange County.
And neither of those are in Tucson. I don't know why, you guys, but everybody in Tucson was ashamed of being from Tucson. You ever notice that, Adley?
You know what? And I don't think it's Tucson specific. I think if you're from a town that's not one of the 3 big cities, you're just kind of like, oh, which whatever. Be proud from where you're at.
Nah, bro, not in Pittsburgh. Not in the Berg, homie. People in the Berg are proud. Yeah, dude, my homie Chris Pearson right there saying great stories. Thanks, Chris. He's from the Berg. Actually, he's from the Port, which is the rough part of the Berg. But like, if you're from Pittsburgh, bro, you're from Pittsburgh. Even when you move to Florida, you're from Pittsburgh. Yeah, man, people love the Berg. Well, I love the Berg too, though. So maybe I'm a little bit like
biased, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's a great town.
Listen, man, we're talking about some boo boo yaya. We're supposed to be talking about people's nicknames.
How about this one? How do you know who Pete? Remember Pete? He had
Son
a great
of Dad.
name.
Son of Dad.
And that always makes me crack up.
Pete was our white friend. So we had 2 white friends in the crew. And Pete and Ryan were their names. I mean, you couldn't get more Caucasian than names than that, but Pete and Ryan were their names.
Peter and Ryan. Now, and Pete, Son of Dad was obviously, it was taken from Son of Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where he got the name, but you're thinking like Son of Dad. That's
from the Bible.
Well, Son of Dad, though. Son of Dad. Son of Dad's not from the Bible, but Son of Man is Jesus.
It's from the Bible,
right? From the Bible. But no, there was Son of Sam too. That's maybe I'm getting those mixed up. One
way or another, I don't think Pete was cool enough for Son of Sam, homeboy. Come on now. I bet you didn't know
hardcore.
Although I will say this, you guys, about Pete and Ryan, I can't clown them because they had good music.
Yeah.
Like they introduced us to some insanely good music. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to remember Black Elvis. What was that dude's name? You know what I'm talking about, Black Elvis, the rapper. What was his name?
Cool Keith? Was it Cool Keith?
Cool Keith, yeah. Cool Keith. They introduced us to Cool Keith. His alter ego was Black Elvis.
Yeah.
But they introduced us to Cool Keith, Peanut Butter Wolf, like just these underground hip hop groups that me and Adley were not exposed to. And it was like, oh my goodness, like this is real music. Like I can't believe this music.
These white cats got some good taste in music.
They knew how to play music, man. But they could DJ too, though. They could turn the tables out. Yeah, they could turn the tables out.
He had skills, man. I think he's a teacher now, by the way.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me by any stretch.
Yeah, he's a teacher. And then now I finally remembered what Ryan's name was. It took me a while, but it maybe an hour ago. I was like, oh, I remember. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, though. Was it Sven the Elk Killer?
That was it. So our 2 white friends had the weirdest nicknames, and they didn't stick by any stretch of the imagination. Like they just didn't stretch. They didn't. You know what? And the thing is I feel like they thought those nicknames out so hard too.
Wait, so Ryan never killed an elk? No.
Maybe he did. I don't know. He looked like he could have. He was a big white dude.
Was Pete son of his dad?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was.
Sven the Elk Killer, though, yeah, it hit me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's right, that was his name." That was.
All right. What about Martin? You remember him?
Martin was the nihilist.
The nihilist.
Am I saying that right? The nihilist. What
You know
does it
what
mean?
That means he's completely into himself. That really explained Martin a lot too, but not now. Martin is a family man now and a God-fearing man. God bless Martin now. However, Martin, I'm going to take the next couple seconds and make jokes. So please don't be offended if you watch this. And we still want you on the Too Strong reunion that we're planning. But I got to say something. Martin's name should have been Without the Coke in it.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that story?
Without the coconut?
Yeah, without the Coke in it. I drank 3 Long Island iced teas without the Coke in it.
I do remember that.
You want me to know Carney Jones and you don't remember Without the Coke in it?
I do remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that maybe that was a college thing, especially when you're 18, 19 and you're out on your own and you're drinking for the first time without, no parents and stuff? You I remember people keeping track of what they drank.
Here's the problem, you guys. So me and Adlai were old in college. Like, we were old. And there was nothing really wrong with that because Adlai was older than me, so it was awesome. Because no matter what, I always hid behind his age. I'd be like, "Oh, Adlai turned 24." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 22. Don't know me." But anyways, that being said, we were around a bunch of young kids, and the young kids hadn't experienced life yet. But college young kids like to pretend they have, and so they want to have stories too. But we're old, and Adlai already ran around with the traveling wheelbarrows and all this craziness. Like, I just was a day laborer. But that being said, me and Martin didn't get along. Me and Martin did not get along. You don't remember that, Adlai? You and Pete and Ryan used to be like, when are you guys going to just fist fight and get over with?
I just remember that we were having one of our Too Strong meetings. I think we could have possibly had more meetings than other work. Because I felt like we had a lot of meetings, and we were sitting there and we're like, all right, Martin's gonna be Sketch's second hype man assistant or something.
Why?
I remember the meeting too. We're all sitting around in the studio and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do that. And Mike just had this look like,
dude, it's hard to be a hype man. Like, that's the thing people don't get. It's hard to be a hype man.
A good hype man. You have to
stand in front of everybody. Nobody's dancing. And you got to dance back and forth, and be like, what? You got to act like the party's cracking. What up?
Yeah. DJ Prospect. What's
DJ
up,
Prospect?
DJ Prospect? Dope.
DJ Prospect. You know the grind, baby. You know the grind. God bless you.
Oh, yeah.
See, that dude's Christian name isn't Prospect, but we just call him DJ Prospect.
I didn't know his name was Albert.
It's the only time you ever get away with coming up with your own name and people actually call you. Because, like, I'm sure D&D nerds try to pull it off, right? Like, they're like, hey, call me Wizard Lord. And they're like, hey, man, I ain't calling you Wizard Lord, all right? Shut the F word up, Francis. You ain't Wizard Lord, okay? You know what I mean? Like, gangbangers and DJs get to change their name, and that's it.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Prospect knows what's up. Prospect, because Prospect was like, look, man, I don't want nobody to call me Albert no more. Call me Prospect, because that sounds ill. Don't feel bad, Prospect. Cool. My name was Sketch for 10 years, bro. And you know what pissed me off even more than that, Adlai? Some guy named Sketch got a job at Power 106.
That's right. There was a Sketch on Power. He might even still be there.
Dude, like, that's such a unique name. How'd that guy get that name? Or did he hear me sometime in Tucson and then went back to LA and was like, dude, he ain't gonna catch me.
Yeah. Dude, here's a fact. I don't know if you know this or not, even before we even met, I went by the name A-Dub.
I knew you went by the name A-Rock.
A-Rock. Ad-Rock.
Yeah. Oh, Ad-Rock. Yeah, sorry. I knew you went by Ad-Rock. Here's the thing, though, bro. Like,
J-Rock had that crew.
I feel like nicknames don't stick on you. They just don't. It is what it is, bro. No offense. They just don't stick on you because you got a unique name. Your name is Adlai. You know what I mean? If my name was something unique, then yeah, you ain't going to stick something on me. But my name is Mike, bro. It's the most common name in the history of the world. So you can stick any name on it. That's how come you got to come up with your own name first. Because it could be Stinky Mike. It could be Creepy Mike. It could be like there could be a lot of stuff that goes to Mike. No, bro. You got to catch him. You got to catch him in the past. What up, man? My name is Mike, but the kids call me Sketch. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard close, bro. Listen to that sentence one more time, and then tell me.
Call them.
Ready? Watch this. Hey, what's up, man? My name is Mike, but the kids call me Sketch. What I'm saying is, if you're an effing nerd, call me Mike. But the kid call
The
him
kids
Sketch.
call him Sketch. Oh,
All right,
man,
go
I
ahead,
remember
Adley. I'm sorry,
kids.
keep interrupting.
Hey, a Prospect saying he was given his name by the DJ who taught him how to DJ.
Oh, nice.
Prospect. Your name is DJ Prospect. Now, what if he called you like something not cool? Would you just have to suck it up and be like, all right?
Do you remember what I called my first assistant at Camp Radio when I gave him his radio name?
No.
You don't remember? So I gave this. So everybody watching, I gave this kid. This kid was like 19. I gave him his first radio name. Right, the Great Sketch gave him his radio name. You know what his radio name was?
What was it?
Farty John, dude. I hated that kid. He was the butt of all my jokes, dude. He was the butt of all my jokes. That poor kid hated that show. Yeah, dude, I bagged on that kid. That was like, dude, that was back when my comedy wasn't as good as it is now. So I'm like, man, I got to bag on the person sitting next to me. I can't bag on the person on television. So I would just brag on this cat the whole time, dude. Like I was like, oh, High Rod Ron's coming up after us, man. You know, he plays that song, Party Doll. Party Doll. I'm gonna sing it, Farty John. So Farty John starts singing it, right? He's like, oh, I'm gonna play with my party doll. I'm like, Farty John sleeps with a baby doll, and like everybody laughing. Poor Farty John. I don't even know if his name was John, to be totally honest with you. It might have been Fred, Tony. I don't know, man.
Fred the whole time? You called him Farty John. That's great.
Poor guy.
Wait, but he answered to it, right?
Yeah. Who we gave a nickname to? Who I wish never I ever heard his name even in the first place.
Who?
Hoppa James. Tell everybody about that cat. Tell everybody about that cat.
Hoppa was a dude. He was at Camp Radio, and I don't know what his position was or anything, but I know he was just there, and he'd been there for a long time too. And
him and old Dave.
Yeah, old Dave would write everybody's papers.
They're roommates.
Like 15 years. Oh my gosh! But Hoppa was the dude. He was from Hawaii. And if you know Hawaii,
no, he wasn't. He was from Seattle. He was from Seattle. Bro, I better tell this story. Yeah, dude. This cat's dad was like 1/4 Hawaiian. So like he held on to that. Like that's how come he looked like a white dude, but like had that thick Asian hair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Look less Asian than our sons. But anyways, so this dude, like I met him at Camp Radio, and he was like the straightest nerd you ever met in your whole life. But then he found out I was half Asian, half white. And so he's like, so you're a Hoppa? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm Hoppa Holly, man. Hoppa. Yeah, that's my Hoppa. And dude, this mother F word everywhere we went. And he was a nerd. He was a straight up nerd. And his roommates knew where cool parties were. So I would want to kick it. So I could go to those cool parties. They would take me to these cool parties. But guess who else would show up? Hoppa James. That's my Hoppa. That's my Hoppa. That's what he would say. Whenever ladies would walk our way, that's my Hoppa, just to make sure. Dude, it was like not wearing deodorant. It was like not wearing deodorant.
And Mike, you don't. That's not an exaggeration of how he sounded. He sounded like that.
He was an awful human.
Hoppa. Because I was the other half Asian, half white guy. I'd be like, Hoppa, there's another one.
Oh my god.
and remember, we knew each other already at the time, but I DJ'd over there one time. Remember? And man, it was a house party, and it was cracking. And I mean, it was out of the movie house party. People bumping into my turntables and stuff, scratching. I mean, it was that packed and everything. It was great. And then after, I was like, man, I turned that party out, man. I was, I
know the story.
I'm one of the best. Dude, it was just, I was on a high, and I was like, I'm one of the best in Tucson. Oh man, I turned that out. The party was cracking. And then Hop's like, yeah, you're not the best.
That was all right.
That's what he said. You did okay.
That was all right.
Yeah. That was all right. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Not one person was standing. Everybody was dancing. I mean, all the way out. And it was like, there's better DJs than you. And
I'm telling you right now, man, Hoppa was female repellent, dude. Hoppa was saving the town virgins for you, bro. Like, you got a volcano, don't worry. Hoppa's been kicking it with those dudes since they were 14. I know they're virgins. Hoppa chased every girl away. Every single girl away. Yeah, dude, that Hoppa. Oh my gosh, bro, that's a cool word too, Hoppa. Like when, especially for half Asians, you know what I mean? To be like, yo, that's my Hoppa right there. That dude F-worded that word up for me. That dude F-worded that word up for me for the rest of my life.
It made it almost offensive,
bro. So there's this Hoppa out here named Bart, and he was raised by white people, but he's half Filipino, half white, and he never knew culture, right? And he loves the West Coast. So he worked for me for a little bit. He just wanted to talk to me about Hoppa culture, the West Coast, so on and so forth. I bought him a T-shirt that said Hoppa Holly, and then I bought him another T-shirt, and it looked like Adidas, but it was a chicken said adobo, and I was like, "That's what the Filipinos eat." He was like, "Oh, word." But anyways, it almost was tough for me to call him my Hapa because of Hapa James, bro.
Because he ruined the word. He made it almost like offensive. Because I honestly think he was saying it. I don't think he was saying it to be cool or funny. I think he was saying it kind of to be a D. Don't you think?
No, man. You think everybody's racist? You're one of them minorities. Thinks everybody.
I thought no, because I got my brother lives in Hawaii, and I had another guy, a white friend that grew up in Hawaii, and you know, if you called him Howley, he would get like offended, like mad. Yeah, because but Howley was
that's like saying cracker or something, man. You can't say some stuff like that. That's not very nice. We're half white folks. We're allowed to say that word.
Hapa Howley is.
I think Hapa Howley's fine. I like Hapa Howley.
Yeah,
I have no problem with Hapa Howley. I have no problem because I am Hapa Howley. That's the N word for us, bro. We get to say it. But then white people say it too. You're like, you're not supposed to say that in front of me. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So
Hapa James was saying that as a term of endearment.
I think Hapa James, I think he desperately wanted to be half Asian. Like, and he wasn't, you know what I mean? And like, cause like, think about it, bro. Like now it's cool. Like look at The Rock, you know what I mean? Look at like Wonder Woman, like all these mixed people. It's cool to be mixed. But at that time, it was like Public Enemy part of the struggle. So he wanted to be part of the struggle too, I feel like, you know what I mean? And like, cause you automatically got like street cred for being half Asian. Cause here's why. You know how all white people have a black friend, like they have that one black friend, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
All Latinos have that one Asian friend. And guess what? We've been that Asian friend for all of them. So that way they can't say they're racist, right? When they say something, blah, 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 and they go, oh man, it sounds racist. No, I'm not racist, man. My homeboy Mike, he's Japanese. I'm good. It's like, oh yeah, I know Mike. Mike's good.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, so that's the thing. Like,
Let's go to the swap meet. Did you guys go to the swap meet after that?
So getting back to Hapa James, I feel like, you know, dude, think about this, bro. He grew up in Seattle. His mom and dad still told him what to do. Like he was a college person, you know, like a college nerd. We were grown people. Like we could go off to this, we could join the Navy if we felt like it. Like our parents didn't tell us what to do. So of course he's gonna look up to us. I mean, and I'm not trying to sound flattering to ourselves, but of course he's gonna be like, look, here's two dudes who grind it out, who DJ. They're half Asian like me, or at least I'd like to be. I'm kind of half Asian. Yeah, they're my Happas. What's up, Hapa? But he just didn't have like the swag, bro. You know what I mean? Like if you say it or I say it, it sounds correct. You know what I mean? It's like, what's up, Hapa? Oh, word. What's up, Hapa? You know what I mean? When he said it, he sounded like you know, a white dude trying to talk Ebonics that like on a TV show or something. You know what I mean? Like not a cool white dude like Eminem, like a corny guy like Mr. Drummond being like, what you talking about, Willis? You know? And that's how James sounded to us. Like, and it was like, please stop saying those words. They're not good for my ears. Plus, he was lady repellent. And we were single young men. So like all we wanted to do was talk to a pretty girl at a party, and our Hapa would come. Yeah, and our Hapa would come. Yeah, our Hapa would come and just be like, hey guys, guess what? I'm keeping you safe for your wives. And to this day, I thank you, Hapa. My wife thanks you for chasing all them ladies away. But yeah, Hapa James, man. That's not a good nickname. Yeah, that's not a good nickname.
Now we got to go to later on nicknames after more into Hot 98.3. What about, well, we did mention Beef Smith, but what about, I'm going deep. Lino.
I don't remember Lino. I thought you were going to go Father Chino. Was that Father Chino?
Was Lino, yeah.
That's his real name is Lino?
Yeah. Lino.
Once again, folks, let me repeat what I say. DJs are the only people that get to change their names, and like that's your real name now. I had no idea what Father Chino's name is. Dude, I don't know what Rascal's name is. I don't know what Father Chino's name is. Dwayne went by his real name. Let's see. Who else's real name would I not know?
Dwayne did have an alias.
Oh, yeah, when he was DJing. What was that?
I'll give you a second. I remember.
I'm not going to remember it.
If anybody watching remembers, type it in the comments.
Nobody's going to remember. Everybody hears you from our current lives. Just come on.
DJ Payback.
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was such an ill name, too. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I dig your homie Prospect. That is a cool name because of how he got his name. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Sketch is a cool name, how I got the name. But like, if you're gonna have your own name, that better sound savage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I like the Denogonizer. And if we ever tour, like we ever go on like DJ again, I'm gonna just call you the Flying Guillotine. That's gonna be your name. If we ever do a show again ever. But I promise you this, if we ever do a show again ever, it damn well better not be at a taco place on the side with a bunch of lonjas standing around going, hey, remember all our names. It better be in the Palladium or something dope, bro. I ain't getting out of Pittsburgh for nothing doper than that.
Dude, we're gonna redo worst case clubs that I've DJ'd because after we talked about, hey Oscar, what's up? You know, the Proud Entertainment stuff. There was some even worse spots than that. So we're gonna save that for another episode because I was thinking about more. Now another one. Now this is going really deep. Do you remember?
All right, let this be our last one because I want to talk about the boat real quick.
Yeah, because we're already 40 minutes in. Holy cow!
I don't care how much time we're in. We're just going too long on this bit.
Okay, we can move on. I got one more.
Fire it.
Chico had a DJ name.
Oh, dude, I don't care what that guy's DJ name was.
Oh, Harry Nalgas. DJ Harry Nalgas.
That's right, Harry Nalgas.
Oscar in Bakersfield took that over too. He was DJ
Harry Nalgas was funny. That was funny. All right, that was good. I'm glad you ended on Harry Nalgas. Dude, here's the thing. So a couple episodes back, we talked about Raiders Reef for a brief split second. And then we're like, oh, we'll save that for another episode. But dude, this story has to be told because it when I tell the story, nobody believes me. So I want someone where, how would I point to? I want a witness to my story that this is 100% true. Okay, here we go. The year is 1998, 1999, somewhere around there. And Tucson had a giant boat in the middle of Speedway Avenue, was it, Adley?
I think, yeah, the east side of Speedway. Yes, I think.
It was just a boat that sat on the side of the road. Go ahead, Adley, explain this boat to these people.
Now, it was, it looked like if you go down to Mexico, like go to Rosarito, and you see, actually in Tucson, there was another boat too, but they're building, because, you know, you just build something, you're like, hey, I want this to look like a boat. So you put a boat, right? So outside you're like, I guess it looks like a boat. Okay. It's called Raiders Reef. And I mean, dude, it's one of those things. You see it in the daylight, you're like, whoa, this is tore down. But at night you're like, okay, you got the neon lights, it's kind of cool, whatever. So you're like, all right. And this is another shout out to Potato Head for getting us this gig.
Oh yeah, thanks, Potato Head. I don't want this gig at all.
It was the Chino brothers hosting Monday Night Football at Raiders Reef, and I'm thinking, like, I don't know, I'm gonna like, because Mike, yeah, you had a big problem with it just because it's a strip club, right?
Yeah,
he just didn't want to do it.
I'm not a strip club guy, you guys. I never have been.
Yeah, and I'm not anti-strip club, but I'm still like, I feel a little dirty just doing a strip club. I just feel kind of, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, is it's not a strip club. Like you guys, we're giving you the wrong image here. We're not giving you the right image. When Adley says it looked beat up at night, it looked beat up more inside with the ladies. Now, we eventually had this gig, and it was Monday Night Football at this strip club. I remember our first night there, a girl showed up in dirty clothes, dude. Her sweats looked like she just got done doing construction. It looked like she just got done doing construction. I was like, oh man, this is rough. This is rough.
And they don't have showers there. And Tucson heat is like Bakersfield heat. I mean, it's 110, walking in, dripping. And when I say dripping, everywhere. So
this place was beat. This place was beat before we get too graphic. I don't want to get too graphic about the ladies.
Our gig was Monday Night Football, kind of entertain in between, and they had a stage, and we brought CDs or whatever, and we do our best to work the pole, whatever. Did we ever get tips?
No, we didn't get tips, you dummy. Here's how this went. We would go outside, man. You just throw us out into these stories and we're like, hey, guess what? I don't remember any of it. Hey, man.
I'm trying to forget. If I get
we would go to this place in this van, and so now our van's in front of this crappy strip joint, so everybody knows we're there. And I'm still going to college at the time, so like everybody knows in my classes where I'm going to be that night. All the girls in the class, oh, you're gonna be at the strip club tonight, aren't you? It's like, I guess we're not dating either, huh? Don't need Hopper James. Don't need Hopper James to ruin my life this way. So now we're going to the dirty clothes strip club. Now here's the problem. Somebody's girlfriend worked there. And it wasn't mine. Go ahead, Adley.
Well, this is true. And now, first and foremost, I didn't meet her there. I met her at
Like, that makes it any better.
I met her at she was a contestant in the bikini contest
that we talked about in episode 3.
That we talked about previously. And she won, by the way. She won that $50. But
yeah.
But we started kind of hanging out, doing whatever, messing around and stuff. And then the best part is when some of my buddies from college be like, "Hey, I saw your girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh yeah, where at?" "Naked at the club." You're just like, oh my gosh, dude. So anyways, T-Pain.
But dude, I have no idea what you were thinking too. And you told your parents about her, like everything. And you're just like, yeah, I told my dad, I make hard decisions, Dad. I was like, bro, you make dumb decisions. We need to not have this person in our life. She didn't like me either. She didn't like me. Like all your girlfriends like me. She didn't like me.
Yeah. We didn't date for that long, but we dated for a couple months, I guess. Longer than that was really weird
club experience we were involved in. So So we're at this crappy club, and I'm like, man, I can't do this, dude. This is whack, because all the girls here are overweight and like had stab wounds and wear dirty clothes. Like, I can't be here, man. This is whack. And I don't like strip clubs, man. I don't like them. They're just not for me. It's not my thing, man. And now as a Christian, obviously I don't like them. But anyways, back to what I'm saying. So we got to go to this stupid thing. And then we got to call and tell people on the radio to come down with their wives. Like our idiot manager's like, just tell them to come down with their wives. I'm like, what kind of freaky deaky stuff are you into, Alan Michaels, or whatever his name was? Is that his name? I can't remember what his name was.
I can't remember.
Oh no, Alan Michaels. Alan Michaels was the news guy. No, Alan Michaels is word up, straight up. You're a good guy, Alan Michaels. But I'll call this dude Alan Michaels anyways. He was.
I can picture him. Herman.
Oh yeah, let's not say names because I don't want to get sued by this dude.
Tomato.
Yeah. But anyways, he used to tell us to invite couples to this strip club. Can you imagine that stupid conversation, especially back then? Hey, honey, I'm going to see the Chino brothers tonight. Oh, I love those Chino brothers. They're good boys. They're good DJs. Yeah, honey. In fact, they invited you to come down with them. Where are they going to be at? Cucarachas? Nope. The Rock? Nope. 50 grand? Nope. Huh. They go back to Bugsy's? Nope. Huh. The Wildcat House? Nope.
The Bump Steer?
They never DJ'd there. I'm a biggest Chino Brothers fan ever. I know they never DJ'd there. Where are they gonna be at? At the crappiest strip club in Tucson. Like, dude, how embarrassing. How embarrassing to have our name attached to that, dude.
Oh, that was so funny.
Oh my God, I was embarrassed.
Now, this place had free food though.
Yeah.
They had
eat there.
They had a pizza buffet. So it was, I was just thinking about it, and I never ate a slice, but you walk by and there's pieces missing, and every once in a while you see one of the girls grab one or two to go because she's taking a break and stuff. But yeah, they had the pizza buffet, and I just thought about the fumes in that place. Like, you know what I mean? Just kind of hovering, floating around, and just landing right on that pizza and just being
that was the most awful gig I ever had my whole life, man. And I DJ for gangbangers. Don't you remember that? That was the most awful gig. Dude, I'm telling you, the night I thought we were going to get shot was a better night than any night I ever had at that stupid club, dude. I hated that place. All right, don't we have some news?
Yeah, real quick, though. The last Raiders Reef story, too, was... I remember, you'd always chill with the homies and stuff, and shoot the S with them and everything. What up? Oh, cool. And then we'd be chilling, kind of hanging out. And I don't know if you were there or not, because I feel like you kind of bailed, and I stuck with it for a little bit because the money. It was kind of a reverse Metro thing. I was like, Mike doesn't want to do it anymore. I guess I'll do it. Yeah. And I was chilling, and then all of a sudden and I got nothing against size, but this was a big woman, came over, started, dancing for me, and I was thinking like, I can't justify paying for this, like in my head, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, baby. And I'm thinking like, all right, I got a couple CDs, just in case, I'm like, hey, I can hook you up with the new Donnell Jones or whatever it was at the time. I was like, and she's like, oh yeah, baby, like this. And I'm trying not to get too graphic, but I mean, she was big, she hung low, if you know what I'm saying, and
swing low, sweet chariots.
Exactly. And after she said, oh yeah, baby.
Very
So
cool.
I gave her a CD, whatever, like, here you go, she said, cool. She said, by the way, thank homie over there, he hooked you up with the lap dance. And he's like, and I look over, he's all, what's up, bro? I got you. And I'm just thinking like, mother effer. Like, I was like, dude, don't ever do that again, bro, please. Oh my goodness.
You know what? That was the weird part, is that like we were musician, like we were record playing people, whatever that term is, right? Like that was our mode of entertainment, was record playing people.
That's what we wanted to do.
And in return, we are surrounded by gangsters all the time. Have you ever noticed that? Like always gangsters. Like, why are you gangsters like us? But I say this, they never shoot the DJ. They never shoot the DJ. You're like, man, I'm like a superhero. I get a special name and nobody shoots at me.
Oh, those guys, Chino brothers, they're cool. They're cool. Yeah, exactly, too. Oh my
nobody
goodness.
shoots
All right.
the DJ.
Man,
let's get to the news.
51 minutes.
Who cares? Get to the news, baby. Come on, let's see what we got. Bro, we're having the best show of our life.
I love it. This is great. Now, when you say news, we're doing Gorilla Girl. And
That's news.
I'm going to show you guys the song, because Gorilla Girl, remember her back in February, she used Gorilla Glue in her hair, and in her videos or social media stuff, she's all, my hair, it don't move. And she'd be all doing this, like, it's not moving. And actually thinking about it, it's probably pretty scary. I mean, she had to go fly out to LA, get it removed surgically or something. I mean, it was a whole thing. But
there was a whole TikTok like trend after that where everybody redid the Biz Markie song, and they'd go, glue, you got what I need.
Yes, that was a huge thing too. And now, so what happened is, there's a song about it. So we're 3 months after, and check out the screen here, and this is her. Tanika.
I don't know her name, bro.
Whatever her name is. But she actually kind of got a little bit famous. She got a little bit of clout from doing this. But right? I mean, she's got lawyers now. So you're thinking like, okay, if you got lawyers, you're probably doing okay. So check out the song.
My hair.
Can you hear it?
It don't move.
Yep.
My hair. It don't move. It don't move. My hair. It don't move. My hair. It don't move. My hair.
Uh-oh.
My hair, it don't move. My hair, my hair, my hair, it don't move. Yo, look.
Dope song. I like it.
Hold on, bro. I'll make it doper right now.
Yo, look. Hey, yo, look.
What?
Yo, look. Bad idea.
Come on now.
It don't move. My hair, it don't move. It don't move. My
What'd
hair,
you say?
it don't move. You know what I'm telling you? My hair.
What's your hair do?
Gorilla Glue. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea.
That's a gorilla.
Yo, look. It don't move.
All right.
All right. Why are we watching this?
So, anyways, right there.
Why are we watching this?
Because that's the song that obviously uses her voice and footage from her. And now what happened is
She didn't make that song?
no, she didn't make it. Someone just
Oh, I
sampled
thought
her
that
voice.
was her song.
Yeah, sampled her voice on it. And if you watch TikTok now, well, maybe a week or two ago, people were doing the whole thing. My hand, pop, pop, it don't move. So people are doing it. I'm talking famous people like Damon Wayans' daughter is doing a whole thing with it. Cardi B's daughter is like singing along to it and stuff. I mean, it blew up on social media. But now she's coming back, getting her lawyers and saying, cease and desist.
Cease and desist. Nah, man, I'm saying give me a taste. Get my beak wet, homie. Why am I ceasing and desisting? Keep the clicks, baby. Come on.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why would you kill that? Because, I mean, Mike, you know how hard it is. The social media struggle is real. And to get big like that for because originally
you don't know how many cuss words I use on TikTok so I can get some views, bro. That's a lot of cuss words on TikTok, baby.
Yeah, so it's like you're actually just growing again because famous people are helping to make you more famous. So it's like, don't cease and desist.
I honestly think my pastor didn't want me to preach the sermon on the last time she was going to be not at church. I was like, oh, I'll preach the sermon. But I think she saw my TikToks and was like, nope. But let's get back to this. Listen, here's the thing. This lady should be at Sally Beauty Supply. Like, hey, listen, I need my own like hair gel thing here, and I don't give a crap who makes it. Just repackage Depp for all I care from the 1980s. Call it Gorilla Depp, and that's going to be our theme song. By the way, I'm not hitting you with the cease and desist. Now you and I are partners, friend, or I'm taking all the money. Because here's how this works. I don't have any talent, but you do. Unfortunately, you use my NFT. So now we're going to keep it moving. We understand, son? But half of it's mine. That's exactly what she should do.
Get paid. Seriously. Cease and desist just seems like it's backwards. The whole reason you have videos on social media is to go viral. Yeah. This went viral. Take advantage of it.
Well, not only did it go viral, like it's got a bumping song. Like you can play that in the club. Dude, that's better than anything DaBaby came out with this year.
Yeah.
That song smacks, bro.
Move.
That song slaps. You want me to kill the bets? You can play it again, just a little bit.
One more time? Yes. Okay,
all right, not the whole way through, just a little taste. Go ahead.
It don't move my hair.
This slaps.
It don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? My hair. It don't move my hair.
Dude, you can have a dance to it. It could be like
my hair.
It's so good.
My hair.
All right. Okay, we've already heard of it. Okay. But the thing is it slaps, dude. That and like whoever put this video together, like they got like a Juneteenth thing going there or something like that in the background,
it's a party.
Freaknik or something.
Yeah,
like dog, run with it. Yes. What's this lady doing? Hey, let me tell you right now, that fall that I made last week, if someone wants to make a song out of it, please do so. please have me standing up. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I'll make it easy on you. I'll sing it.
Are you all right?
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Do it. Run it down the flagpole, baby. Make fun of it. Give us chinky eyes. Whatever you got to do to make these racists watch our stuff. Hey, everybody, look at us. Be chinky. Who cares? Make us famous.
Yes.
Well, like, who cares, man? Like, what's this lady all crazy about, man?
I don't know. It's just, it doesn't. I was reading that article.
Well, we're definitely about to get canceled from that we are chinky thing that I just did. We're half Asian guys. I apologize if that offended anybody. I know it's hard in comedy these days, but it's not Adelaide's fault. It's only Mike's fault. Go ahead, Adelaide.
It's all good. Hey, now speaking of famous, we've been trying to push this dude. Because we want him to blow.
Bro, I want to push this dude, but first I want to talk about McDonald's giving away iPhones. Can you please just give me the rundown on this? Listen to this craziness, people.
Now,
I know you know the story well enough to just give me the beats.
Yeah, as you guys know, it's hard to find people to work right now because the government has extended the benefits now to September. So if you're one of those people, you know, that's getting that unemployment money, okay, cool, I get it. You know what? If I was in that situation, I'd be like, wait, you're going to pay me $1,000 a week to stay home? Why would I look for a job? So I get that. Now, there's a McDonald's, like, and I want to say it's in Ohio, that's like, hey, come in, get a job, and we'll give you an iPhone. We'll give you an iPhone just for working at McDonald's. And I'm thinking, like, would you do that, Mike? I mean, if you're looking for a job, would that be the
thinking,
thing?
what iPhone are we talking about? Because if it's the 12, I might come. But it better be the 12 Pro. Because I need those cameras. And if I ain't getting those, I'm staying here on unemployment. By the way, I just put my application in unemployment office. All right, let me look at this application. So you want to be the president of NASA? Yep, that's what my application. You didn't finish high school? Nope. But I applied. You got to keep paying me. Good for you, homeboy. I wish I was unemployed right now. Good for you. Rock that system, homie. Fight the power. That's how I feel about it. You already heard Adelaide say, make America great again. That ain't for me, baby. I say fight the power. Bro, when we were hungry, when we were young and hungry, could you imagine if we had a free year to just develop Too Strong Entertainment? It's like, look, we're just going to be unemployed for this whole year. And they're going to keep giving us stimulus checks. And Thomas is going to keep getting us records from Camp Radio.
Yeah,
but anyways, yeah.
Stimmy checks. You're getting these bumps from the government, and it's like life is lavish. I'm making more money.
Go on with this iPhone story, man. I got to hear about this. So McDonald's said, if you come in for an interview, you get the iPhone, or if you get the job, you get the iPhone.
Now there's more to it, though. You actually have to read the fine print, and you have to work there for at least 6 months.
Son of a perra! How dare you?
Now it depends, though, too, because when we were trying to come up. It's like you still had bills to pay while you are trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to get a job. So, but if you're going to throw in an iPhone, I'd be like, well, okay, but I don't know.
Come on, dog. Me and President Biden are surfing. Look at Mickey say that's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
But listen, like, I'm serious. Like, I'm not like, if I was on the bump, dude, I'm telling you, when we were young, we worked so hard and we complain about it all the time. But like, if we could, because we didn't have parents that put us through things, we were just normal people. But bro, if we could have had a year of just chilling, bro, you ain't gonna get me with an iPhone. You better sweeten the deal.
If every week I'm getting some Biden bucks to cash, I'm gonna keep cashing those checks. Now, and to work fast food would be tough too, because I know if you work at fast food, and we worked in food, regular food, and it was a pain. Fast food, I know, is really tough. And come on, Mike, that Carl's Jr. right by the freeway had that all-you-can-eat salad bar for $3.99. We put that place out of business.
Yeah, we're kids. Oh man, you think that's not even the worst story, you guys? Hold on a sec, because we gotta get to our. Wait, hold on. I gotta finish this McDonald's story, and I want to talk about Big Andy. Hold on a sec, but I gotta tell a quick story of how broke we were. If we're doing fast food, here's a quick one for you guys. One time we were so broke, me and Adelaide living together. We were so broke, we didn't have any toilet paper, right? But Thomas had been living with us. He didn't kick any for rent. So we're like, look, here's how this goes. Me and Adelaide are going to Jack in the Box right now with you. Sketch he'll distract the cashier, and Thomas, you gotta gank that big giant toilet paper roll for the crib. You got me, Thomas? Thomas like, I got you. Ride or die. We're like, okay, cool. So we roll up, right? And there's this girl, she you can tell she likes to eat there. And I'm talking to her, I'm spitting game. I'm like, yo, girl, so how long you been working here? Yeah, it's a good job. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, word. So you get to eat for free or what? And she was like, yeah, I definitely get to eat for free. But she was a bigger girl, right? And as she said that line, Thomas came walking out with this giant roll of toilet paper under his jacket, just looking straight forward, making a beeline for the door. And I started busting out laughing. This poor girl thought I was laughing at her for eating free food. All right, come on. This iPhone thing. Hold on a sec. Come on. So how much are they going to pay an hour? Do you know that, or is it just an iPhone and you're getting?
It's minimum wage. It's minimum wage.
You ain't getting.
Yeah. You on cleanup crew first. You guys that work in fast food, it's
dog.
It's toilet duty first. Then you bump up to mopping the restaurant, and then
you might as well not wasted your time buying those iPhones. You shouldn't have wasted your time buying those iPhones. Listen. I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say it legit. This is for real. I'm being 100% honest right now. If you own a small business and you can't pay your guys well enough, you shouldn't be in business. That's the bottom line. And I ain't trying to say nothing to nobody, but at Tiny Box, I try to take care of my guys. That's my thing, man. And that's the only thing I brag about Tiny Box. Well, I brag about a lot of things at Tiny Box. We have the best juice, we have the best mods, blah, 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 blah.
Nice.
I bought this championship belt. It's fake. And every once in a while, I put it up on social media and pretend like I won it. So other vape shops get mad. Every once in a while, I put it up on Facebook and be like, oh, I'm so glad that we won the Sicario belt for the 3rd year in a row. Thank you. just to make the other vape shops mad. I bought that thing. But anyways, yeah. But and on top of it, if you're a good salesman, I slap it on your shoulder. I'm like, word, man, that was a great sale. Anyways, come on. Let's get to our shout out. Are we good at that? Or do you want to keep talking about McDonald's?
2 things. McDonald's, I would have worked for free food. There was a point in time I'd be like, you know what? Hook us up with free food. I'll work here.
But not on my free year off, dude.
but not on my.
You got a free year off? Come on, bro.
And my second thing I wanted to say was about Thomas taking the toilet paper. Two things to that. One, we'd buy toilet paper and he would use it all. Two, that big roll that he jacked from Jack in the Box, it was gone in a day, and me and you were at work. Baby Dicky Smooth, I'm calling you out. No, we love Thomas. We love Thomas. But I just wanted to point those things out because we'd be like, man, I just bought a 34 pack and it's gone. That was living in the
I don't know
apartment.
if we had 34-pack money back then, bro.
Yeah, okay. 8-pack maybe.
Dog, this is how broke I was when I lived there. Is that little convenience store This and There? Or was it called This and There? Or Here and There? This and That?
The
This
one like right down the street.
Yeah, I think it was called
Yeah.
Here and There.
They had Jones
I used
soda,
to buy a single roll of toilet paper from that cat for 85 cents.
and you'd sleep
That's
with it under your pillow.
So Thomas wouldn't get to it.
So
I
nobody
wrapped
get
it in
it.
chicken. I wrapped it in chicken livers. All right, come on, baby.
Toilet paper. Okay.
All right,
Speaking
let's get
of
this.
Speaking of social media famous, we got to get to our big homie.
Listen, celebrities. We talk about celebrities on this show, real celebrities. Come on, man, bring them up.
We got to bring up one right here.
This is it right here. This is a real celebrity. This is our clapper celebrity, not of the week, of the until this man is on our podcast.
Yes.
And I bow to you right now. Big Andy will be on this podcast, Adley. Just like I bow to you that we'd have a show someday. And guess what? We're on episode 8.
Yes.
So, folks, if you're on Clapper, please support Big Andy. And if you're not on Clapper, shame on you. But you want to play this video so they can see how charming Big Andy is?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Cue the
All right,
music.
hold on.
Here we go.
Wait. Sorry, guys. I'm still learning how to produce. Go ahead.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Clapper family, what's poppin' today? This another video is going to say, whoop whoop, motherfucker, let's go. If you see my video, keep watching my video. I'm just trying to hit that 20K, people. That's my goal now. This past weekend, Wednesday I hit 10K. Everybody know I was.
I think we get the picture about Big Andy. You want to pause him? Because he goes on for a little while longer.
These don't have. It's not a 60-second cap.
No, and he goes on for a little while longer, but I think we get the picture. Big Andy's trying to hit 20,000 people. Now, I'm ashamed at America that Big Andy doesn't have 20,000 followers. What about you, Adley?
He's halfway there. 10K. He can get there.
Here's the thing, Clapper. If you like real people with real stories, then you should go with Big Andy here.
Big Andy he's your everyday guy, man. I can relate to him. You can relate to him. Let's get him to 20K.
Everybody get him to 20K. If you're not following Big Andy, you must be a Nazi who loves Hitler and hates freedom. That's it.
Yes. Big Andy 706. Follow him now.
Follow him. All right.
Nice.
All right, guys. I guess that wraps up this episode of the Chino Brothers, episode 8.
Already?
But remember, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter, although we don't tweet that often. Obviously, check us out on Clapper. Check us out on TikTok. That's a lot, huh, man? Holy
TikTok.
cow! Dude, I'm doing this all day. Like every 5 minutes, I'm putting up a Chino Brothers thing. Like,
I love it. Yeah.
But hey, and if you're on Instagram, follow us because we only have one follower on Instagram. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, our Instagram game is kind of lagging. Yeah,
but Clapper loves us.
Can we tease then? We got to talk about the local rap scene of the '90s in Tucson.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got some great stories there too. So we didn't get to it. Oh my gosh, yeah, we didn't get close to it. But
I thought we could get 2 stories in, but apparently we can't get 2 stories in.
It went by fast. Yeah, another great episode. So
great episode. And guys, here's the thing: as time goes on, we're going to try to get guests on the episode. We want to get Earn Dollars. I'm calling you out. We want to get Too Strong Entertainment. I'm calling you out. We want to get Paco Jacobo. I'm calling you out. We want you all on our podcast, and that's where we're starting. And we're not done until Dwayne The Rock Johnson is being interviewed by us. All right, Adley, let's get out of here.
Okay, we'll take Dwayne Chavez in between though.
That's true.
All right, you guys, be safe.